We should be getting into losers semi soon. We're going to have Wrath taking on Omega. Two of Georgia's finest, of course, because that's all that's left in this bracket is Georgia's finest. Wrath going to be repping the Sonic, Omega going to be repping the Joker.
He also could pull out Sephiroth. That is a pick that Omega is known to go in situations when he is pressured. We've seen him play Sephiroth against Caesar, especially at Just Roll with it. But Wrath is a whole new animal, and I don't think it's time to pull out Sephiroth against Wrath.
Definitely not. Joker is a little bit more of a favorable matchup anyway against this character, so, and I also definitely don't think you're going to catch Wrath unawares with like matchup inexperience or anything along those lines. The Joker definitely the right play, and so far, very even. Very nice down gun as well to get that little bit of extra percent on Sonic. You're not going to be able to gimp Sonic off stage like that,
yeah,
but percent is always nice.
Yeah, and one thing, it is kind of a war of attrition when you are playing Wrath. So any percent that you can earn early and often is something that you have to take every time it's given to you. Right.
I hate to point it out, especially as soon as the game starts, but there's always that looming threat of a timeout. And when it comes down to a timeout, that 2% that you got with down gun very well might come in handy.
Yeah, and one thing is that I definitely want to say is that Wrath may not even always go for a timeout. It's more so a grinding style that every stock, you have to feel like you're fighting for your life. Every stock feels like last stock. Wrath will take his time against you. But Omega doing such a good job of using his movement to try and get around the wall that Wrath is trying to set up.
Yeah, a great dash attack into, and wow! The falling bear from Omega going to take that stock out. I don't think Wrath was ready for that at all, because I wasn't either. That was out of nowhere.
Yeah, and look at how well Omega is still doing this. Just looking to keep racking damage. There's the Aegon right onto Sonic, and now Wrath is kind of scrambling for it. Never mind.
Well,
there's
he
the back
finds
air.
it, but about 50% extra credit, now actually 50% extra credit on the board is huge. But look at the amount of shield pressure that comes out just from all the different variations of spin attacks.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The way Wrath utilizes all these different spin attacks, the way he's able to kind of disguise his pressure, and whoop, that spring almost might have taken it out, but Arsene's out. This totally changes the game last, and now Omega, anything can kill at this point.
Gets the dash attack in, now going to be deep off stage. Wrath definitely looking for that 2-frame with the down tilt, but can't find it. Omega recovering safely back, now regains control of center stage as well. This is critical in this matchup, but instead Wrath just dash attacks in and gets the bear.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Look, Wrath is doing such a good job now that he's figured out how Omega wants to try and stifle his game plan. He's immediately shifted how he's trying to approach Omega. Not letting him land, obviously, is a very key thing, but now he knows these back airs aren't really going to be contested at all.
Arsene gone as well, but on the verge of coming back. Wrath needs to take out this stock soon, or else he'll be in danger of losing his own. This back throw should do it. Yes, it is going to take the stock. Now Omega finds himself at a huge disadvantage against Wrath. He's got to be so careful here.
Yeah, but even now, Omega still trying to kind of go headfirst into the Lion's Den and try and take Wrath out early, but he gets 100% for it.
Yeah, he gets met with a double bear for his troubles there.
Yeah, and now 80% Arsene halfway gone last on the ledge. You did get last away, and now you're trying to control him, but again, Wrath controls this whole stage. It isn't one part of stage control. Everything is Wrath's right now.
Right. Because Sonic just has so many movement options in so many different scenarios that it feels like at any given point, Wrath could be anywhere on the stage. He's so good at covering, like you said, the entirety of the stage, and he keeps doing that too. I saw him do that against Teaser as well, where he gets that roll onto the exact end of the ledge, and then just gets that grab back throw off of neutral get up. People keep falling for it, and I don't know why.
And that's the thing. I think there's almost a different level of mind games you have to accept when you're playing Wrath, but he doesn't over-engineer these solutions. He just lets it run. He knows what will work and goes for it.
Right, I'm amazed that for multiple times, roll behind shield and then shield grab on neutral get up has not only worked but killed.
I mean, that back air is something, but look at this. Wrath already starting off with a quick 36 and putting Omega in a pretty disadvantageous position right out of the jump.
Yeah, it just seemed like despite a very strong start in game number 1, the longer this goes on, the more that Omega has been hemorrhaging and the stronger Wrath gets, and I think that's pretty indicative overall of Wrath's playstyle. He's a very stamina-based player. He loves to drain his opponents and just be the last one standing.
Yeah, and not just that. Wrath is a very intelligent player. With any information that you give to Wrath, he adds it into his arsenal and says, I know how to draw that out and make your skill go a little bit down every time.
And speaking of going down, that is going to be the screen KO, Omega losing his first stock. And I would like to point out that Wrath is only at 10%.
Yeah, it's only 10%. 1 minute just now off the clock.
I also believe we're back in best of 3 territory, by the way. So
yeah.
I think that that Wrath now might be finding himself going to losers finals pretty quickly unless Omega can figure out a counter.
And again, the thing about Wrath going into losers finals is he's going to be going in hot. He's playing so well right now. So having to play Cola may not even be that much of a threat right now for him.
I don't know about that. I've heard from a few people, specifically Sonito, that Sonic Roy is very hard for Sonic. And I think Cola has a pretty overwhelmingly winning record on Wrath. Yeah. But still, Wrath is playing extremely hot right now, so that's going to be a set to see. He might be making his way there as fast as possible if Omega's not careful.
Yep.
And there's the F smash.
Looking at how well Wrath has been positioning himself to try and get Omega into these situations where he can spiral him out of control quickly. Close, but no cigar.
Yeah, gets the F smash, but it's not enough to kill.
Yeah, and right now what we need to see from Omega, again, very hard to come back from this situation. It's not entirely impossible, but you have to end Wrath's stock right now.
You need the kill, but you find the kill. That is, it's a potential inroads. It's a potential chink in the armor for Omega to make his way back into the set, but he's going to need to find a way to do a whole lot more and very quickly, or Wrath is still going to continue his dominant streak.
Yeah, again, I mean, Wrath is essentially a moving fortress at all times. There is no way to effectively break down all defensive points of Wrath. Even when you look at sets like Wrath or... Oh, hello.
This is so scary. Like, Wrath is across the stage, and I feel like he could still kill Omega at any point. Like, yeah, and Sonic is terrifying, dude.
But that's the thing. It's that one single interaction, that one hit that Wrath gets, and he turns it into a stock without fail.
Right, Wrath is so good at mileage, getting the absolute most out of every single hit. And, I mean, it's been working out pretty well so far.
Yeah, and I mean, if you've noticed, he's pinning Omega to shield in a lot of situations.
Yeah, you saw it earlier with the spin charge homing attack pressure that was on Omega's shield, and Omega just didn't really have a way to deal with it, and he's dead. A runoff up B from Wrath going to pop Omega backwards by the spring just puts him a little bit too far away from the stage to be able to connect with the tether, and it was a little bit of an anticlimactic end, but still very, very dominant overall. Wrath just kind of came into game number 2 and steamrolled.
Yeah, and you know, Wrath came in with a game plan, and man, did he